been subverted. And like last time when I had brought up that there was going to be an event, this is the event,
Yeah.
right? Justin Trudeau is trying to make this not his January 6th. He is trying to make this his Reichstag fire.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. That's what they're trying to do at January 6th, and that's what he's doing. The truckers cannot lose this. The Canadian people cannot lose this battle. We have to win this, right? And the way to win it is with peace. Do not blow up, because the more aggressive the government gets, the more military that shows up, a policeman pulls a trigger, that moment,
falls
the
apart.
Canadian government is finished.
Yeah.
And it's at that moment when it may get violent, but they have to throw the first blow, right? And the Canadian people don't want that.
No.
The Canadian people don't want that. The Canadian military has said multiple times this is not a military issue.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway.
I've heard. I don't know how credible it is, but I've heard the military is saying they will deny it anyway to help in the situation. But I think you're absolutely right. It is the truckers have already won. That's why they're on the fence. And the only reason, and I'll leave it on this note because this is what it's all about. It's all about money at the end of the day. The only fucking reason that they put in a state of emergency yesterday in Ontario and they tried to escalate things the last 24 hours is because they shut down the Ambassador Bridge. I'm familiar with Windsor because I used to live there. I went to school there. A bunch of fucking rich motherfuckers who run a bunch of car companies who did not have to shut down or change any of their fucking shit. The only thing they had to solve was a chip shortage throughout the whole pandemic. Otherwise, they were making more fucking money than ever. They were producing cars, used car sales. The whole auto industry, was doing fucking fine. A bunch of rich people started to get affected from the bridge getting closed. Oh, my parts aren't getting in. Oh, and I feel bad for any worker who couldn't work the last 2 days. But I'm sorry.
I lost my business.
You lost your business. People haven't been working for months. I'm pretty sure the factory plants have been going pretty much throughout. They were deemed as essential. So fuck off. You know what I mean? Rich people started to hurt their pocketbooks. After a week of it started to hurt their pocketbooks, and now these cronies are coming in, putting in all their little threats and fear mongering, and saying, "Hey, now our buddies are losing their money. We got to get you guys under wraps." Well, newsflash, that's not how it works, guys.
I said it at the beginning of this trucker thing. I posted it on my Facebook. I wanted it there kind of as a historical thing that I can revert back to, because I said, worries about this when they just started rolling.
Yeah.
Right? It worries me is there's a lot of support behind this right now, but what the tyrant is going to do is the tyrant is going to sit and he's going to hide. I called it, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to do anything, because the longer it goes, he's trusting that the people turn on themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. Yeah.
And I do see some people saying, like, well, come on, you guys got to leave this so people can get back to work. Why is your eyes focused on the truckers? Your eyes should be focused on the Prime Minister. Right now, it's been 2 weeks that probably millions of Canadians, when you look at all the bridges and stuff, like people waving on the truckers and stuff, have been standing shoulder to shoulder, ignoring these tyrannical policies. There are no corpses lining the streets. Emergency rooms are not jam-packed. The death count hasn't gone catastrophic. What's happening right now this is my next prediction what's happening. They are fighting tooth and nail. They will not go down without a fight. Justin Trudeau is not going to go down without a fight. He's going to have to basically be dragged out of Parliament. And when I say that, I'm not saying by the protesters, because sooner or later his party is going to crack and there will be a no confidence vote, or the Governor General, whose office is getting flooded with
calls. Yeah, I called.
We has been getting flooded. Sooner or later, they're going to have to dissolve Parliament, and this is not like what they're saying. They're saying that they're trying to overthrow the government. This is how our parliamentary system works, right? They will dissolve the government and have an election, right? That is what will happen. And Pierre Poilievre now with the Conservatives. No, I don't like any career politician, but he currently is the most palatable. I wish I didn't have to go towards something like that. The Conservatives will win.
Yeah.
Now that Pierre Poilievre, if Max Bernier was the head of the Conservative Party, they would have won.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
The last two elections, and if Poilievre's got more support than Max does, and he will, but it's the thing is like he's a career politician too. You can't trust him.
No, you can't trust
But
them.
that is the next thing. Trudeau's going to fight, and why? Because if he loses, whatever's been happening is going to get exposed. People are going to start learning what is actually behind this. Because at this point, if it's not obvious to you, it's not about the virus. Because like people have been ignoring these things for 2 weeks, nobody's getting sick.
Yeah.